The first thing is like the idea of protection, because I agree with you. This idea of provide and protect is definitely part of our roles as fathers. One of the things that struck me recently is like, I actually think my most important role in terms of protection is my daughter's minds. Like with social media and access to everything, it's
Hmm.
like part of my job is to protect my daughter's innocence. And so like that goes for me as far as like what am I watching on TV where my daughter might be awake and hearing things, or like what kind of like I've had this growing awareness of like the commercials that play while I'm watching sports. Like the
Mm.
sports themselves are benign, but you jump like all these commercials start coming up, and she's way more dialed into the commercials than she is into the sport, right? And man, I'm just starting to rethink how I think about protection, because I think for the and I don't know, maybe the data is different on this, but like the reality is that as fathers, like a physical confrontation is probably unlikely as it relates to protection of our children. But like we live in a society that every day through social media, through TV, through friends, through sleepovers, right? Like there's all these crazy places that our children's minds are being impacted. And it's like, what is my responsibility as a father to protect the most precious part of my daughter? And that's her identity and her mind.
That's a wonderful point. And I think that you need to be able to go so far as to like go the distance to protect. But what gets missed in that mentality, and it's certainly missed with my father, is like there was a lot of stuff he did not protect me from. But then there was a lot of like, if anything physical were to happen, which never happened,
Yeah.
right? If anything physical were to happen, like he was going to take care of it. So
Yeah.
I and maybe our dads grew up in a different time where the physical stuff was actually more likely to happen. But dude, I just think you're so right about that. It's like, I'm probably never going to get in a fight. I want to know how to fight when I can, or when it maybe does happen, or I need to protect him. But at the same time, like, there's probably other places we could turn our attention.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's for me is like when we talk going back to the very beginning about needs and wants for our children. That is like I think my primary driver and why I think fun matters so much is a dad having fun with his children is
Mm.
because I see that shaping identity. And I think as a father, like one of our most important things when we're evaluating what do my children need is how does it shape their identity? And that's how
Mhm.
does it shape their understanding of who they are?